Hi, my name is Ranjay Gulati, and I study resilient organizations. And by that, I mean organizations that not only survive adversity, but also thrive in adversity. Organizations that are able to not only anticipate, but also stay ahead of shifts in their markets. The three elements within resilience are leading, designing, and connecting. The first one is leading, which is all around how leaders foster inspired, courageous, and caring execution. We all know that execution is problematic in organizations, but actually, how do you get it done? And by leading or leadership, I mean not just one individual, I mean really the leadership in plural of an organization. And the question we always ask about leadership is how can leaders energize, engage, connect, and get committed action on the part of those who follow them? We all say execution is critical, but execution only materializes when we have the leaders who can activate execution in the organization. And what kind of leadership does it take to activate that execution? I look at designing. Designing is all about how do we reimagine organizational systems for performance and purpose? What does it take? What is that design component or components that go into a resilient organization? And by that, I mean really architecting organizational systems that enable not just performance, but also agility, adaptability to move things forward. And when I say systems, I mean structure, culture, processes, the whole architecture that gets things done in an organization. And we all know that these contextual factors shape behavior of everyone who occupies the space within them. My research is on understanding how do we build these systems and structures that make the organization inherently adaptive, inherently looking for ways to leverage adversity for advantage. I also look at connecting. And in this context, I look at how internal and external collaboration are critical for resilient organizations. And by connecting, I mean the realization that an organization is interdependent. Interdependent within itself, across all the silos that exist within it, but interdependent with other entities with whom they may choose to collaborate outside the organization. And so how do we envision an enterprise that is inherently interdependent on others? Now, collaboration is easy to talk about, very hard to do. But resilient organizations have somehow mastered and understood the underpinnings of successful collaboration, both externally, but also internally, with all the different silos or entities that may exist within the organizational boundaries. Ultimately, my research is really about studying resilient organizations. Resilience is something that has been talked about for individuals, but is as relevant for organizations. And the idea is to survive and thrive in the face of adversity. It's not just about how do you cope with adversity, but how do you come out of it stronger? How do you grow through it? And in my research, I have found it's a very small fraction of firms who are really resilient, who understand this. At one level, it seems obvious, but another level, it's not. And unpacking resilience or the underpinnings of resilience is what I have devoted the bulk of my research about. At leadership level, it's at the organization design and systems level, it's also at the level of connections and collaboration level.